श्रीगुरोर् श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य तोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषु भिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदि कवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारि मृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया मनश्च भद्रं भजता दधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरक्षयेति। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। So we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, chapter number 9, reading from verse number 25. These are prayers of the Devas to the Lord when they were attacked by Vishwarup, by the Vritrasura, who was created by Vishwarup's father Prastha. So Vritrasura, he covered everybody, means he empowered everyone, and the Devas, they could not defeat him with all their weapons and their power. So finally they took shelter of the Lord and started praying to him. So we read how they prayed that without the shelter of the Lord nobody can cross over the ocean of material world. That's what we said previously. And they also referred to him that he has protected Manu previously in the village by taking the form of Matsya, and also protected Lord Brahma in the time of creation. Because Brahma was the first created being. He was born from the navel of the Lord. And Brahma prayed and was given knowledge by the Lord. So he was also protected because he was alone and sitting in the dark and fell down from the lotus. So Lord has given shelter to him. they are continuing their prayer. Says Yeka Isho Nij Mayayana Sasarjayena Anusvidama Vishwam Vayam Nayasyapi Pura Samhita Pashyami Lingam Prathagishamanina. So he says that he is the one controller, Yeka Isha. Isha means one who controls. So there cannot be two controllers of the world. He is the one controller. And he is the original creator. Nijmaya na Sasarja. He is the one who has created even the Devas. And after he creates, then he gives charge of the creation to others. Brahma is considered as creator, but he is only the secondary creator. The primary creator is the Lord, because it is the Lord who glances at the nature. The material world goes through the cycles. At the time of dissolution, when it's time for the world to be destroyed, then all the material elements, they go back into their cause. Earth goes into water, because earth is produced by water, and water into fire, back into their Tanmatra state, then back into Tattva and Prakriti. So, as they are expanded, manifested, they become unmanifest in the same way. So then, at the time of creation, Lord is the one who disturbs Prakriti by his glance. Because all the living beings, they enter into the body of the Lord. So he again injects them into Prakriti. And by the power of his time potency and the karma of the jiva, the Prakriti becomes imbalanced. The primordial nature. And then the creation begins. So after he has done that, then he creates Brahma. And then Brahma creates and he gives charge as well as he ordered to Daksha to create. So one of his 10 sons. And also Kardama. So in the same way the Devas are also given some responsibility. So they are saying that necessarily he created us and Yena Anushrajama Vishwana. We follow after him and we create. But Vayam Nayasyapi Puraha Samihita. It is not possible to understand his activities. Because who can understand his mind? He said that he created the Maharshis, the Devas, the Kumaras, but because he is before them, they don't know the Lord and his action and his plan. So those who think that they are independent, Prithagishmani, they cannot know anything about the Lord. So, na pashyama lingam prithagishmani. So people here in the material world, they all think that they are independent. Everybody has some feeling like that we are independent. And this is the problem. This is the root problem here. That we consider ourselves as independent. And some go to the extent of thinking that we are independent, that there is no God. That is the ultimate thinking of independent. So as long as we think like this, then we keep on suffering as it happened to the Devas. And also thinking that they have some power. They also forget. So that's why we have to be always Mahamanusmara Nityasa. Krishna says, Tasmat Sarveshu Kalasu Mahamanusmara. So therefore at all time always remember me. And Brahma also prayed to the Lord in the beginning that when he engages in the act of creation, he should not forget the Lord and he should not start thinking that he is independent. Because when you get into that, then trouble begins, then you become That's when you think you are independent, then Maya comes and grasps you. So if you remain surrendered, Mame me prapadyante, then you follow your Maya. Maya me prapadyante. So now they are saying this, that those who think Prathak each Maya, they are still independent controller, they cannot understand the Lord. So this is a catch-22 problem. Those who think they are independent of the Lord, they cannot understand Him. And to understand Him, you should not think you are independent of Lord. So how will it happen? If you think you are independent, you cannot understand Him, and why will you surrender? But without understanding Him, you will not surrender. So that's why in Bhagavatam this word is used, Yadrichya. Yadrichya mat katha samrado shraddha. So somehow by the grace of the Lord, someone develops a shraddha in the words of Shastra. Usually people don't have faith in the Shastra. They think that they are very smart, they are intelligent, and they know better than what is written here. This is quite amazing, because when we see our own, really if we analyze our own situation, we have no independence. We are breathing, we are not even independent about that breathing. Our breath can stop anytime. We are moving, walking, anytime anything can happen. Little nerve misplacement, so much pain. Any limb can get paralyzed anytime. You don't even know why it happened, and then you don't know how to get rid of it. You get a headache, you don't know why you get it. And once you get it, really speaking, you don't know how to get it out. You cannot fall asleep sometimes. You try. So we are not even independent to fall asleep. It's a simple thing. And then when you sleep, you are not independent to wake up. You eat, you are not independent to digest. You eat, one person eats that food, is alright, another person eats, you can die. Right? So yet we think we are independent. So independent, where is the independence? But we have this very deep idea in our head that I have some independence, I have some power, I can do things. So very rarely someone gets rid of this idea. Very rare. And then puts faith in the words of Shastra. So that is very rare. That's why Krishna says, Manusyanam Shastra Kaschid yatati siddhaye yattamati siddhanam kaschid mam yati tatvata. Some one person can really understand. Because our intelligence is very, very limited, and it is very conditioned by our past experiences. We cannot think free from those conditionings. And we don't know what all types of conditioning is lying inside. So if we are born color blind, it's very difficult to understand the colors. Or if somebody is born deaf, so owls cannot see in the daytime. How will you prove to them that there is sun? Sun is self-effulgent, don't need any other light to see, but the owl cannot see. How will you prove to sun? He said there is no sun. And he said, just see, you cannot see because you cannot open the eyes. Light. So people are like that. Although we read all the time that God is everywhere, God is manifest in everything, cannot see because we don't have the eyes to see. So this is because of one problem only, purification. This is a simple problem. Small problem, but very deep rooted. And that's why in Bhagavad Gita Krishna says that you are my friend, so I'm now telling you the secret. Just surrender to me. Simple thing. Sarvadharman paripajya mamekam sharanam. Just surrender. But this is very difficult. He is even saying that I am telling you for this, for your benefit. Because you are my friend. And you are very dear to me. This secret I am telling you. But you read it and you think, well, he is a little bit egoistic. Trying to tell this to me. Why should I surrender? So this idea is very prominent, especially now in the modern time. We are very much trained from our very birth to think independently. This is the modern education system. The Vedic education system was not to think independently. The fundamental difference between modern education system and the Vedic, the Indian education system. There, right from the beginning, one was taught not to think independently. So that's why there was unity, family unity. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. People were taught to think whole earth as one family. Ayam lijo pareveti ganana lagucheta sam. This is mine, this is yours, this is how the people of petty mind think. Udar charitanam tu vasudhaiva kutumbakam. Those who are large-hearted, broad-minded people, they think that the whole world is one big family. So now no one thinks like that. We do talk of universal peace or world peace, but we have made peace out of everything. Everything is made into pieces. So, where is world peace? So, world peace or world into pieces. So, this is the idea of Prithag in Srimad. So, Vishwanath Chakravarti says that Sakhalu sarvatra cha vartmano asmakam bahirmukhendriyanam adrishyopi kirpya eva drishyo bhutva rakshyate. So he is making this very nice point. He says, although Lord is present everywhere, he is all pervading, he is omnipresent, but we do not see him because we are bahirmukha. Bahirmukha means our awareness is only to sense objects. Paranchi khani vipranit swayam parang pashyati nantaratma. Our senses are designed to see things only externally and not to see internally, to see the seer and the Lord beyond our own self. We never think like that. Our mind is always going away from us. So that is called bahirmukha. And bahir means away, outside, and antar means inside. So we don't have the nature to see within, to meditate on our own self, to meditate on the Lord. That tendency, that characteristic we don't have. Even when we try, our mind still runs to external objects. So it says with that we cannot see the Lord. he says, Adrishyopi kripyaya drishyo bhutva rakshati. So he says, although you are invisible to us because of our external awareness, but by your own grace, you please be visible to us and protect us. 3 verses, Vipro asmakam agre eva samihamanas. So he said that the Lord he created before us. And Samihamanasya Ramakrishna Nirupena Leelam Kurvatopi Tasya Lingam Napashnama. Samiha means chest or action, endeavor, effort. So Lord comes to earth sometimes, he performs his activities. Then also people do not recognize him. So he says that he came as Lord Ramachandra. So this festival Diwali is coming. It's related with Lord Ramachandra's victory over Ravana and coming back to his kingdom. And Krishna was here in Vrindavan. So he says he comes, but people do not recognize him. They don't understand his activities, his actions, what he is doing. So tasya lingam pashyami. Tatra hetu, and the reason, the cause, that is the important thing. The cause is because we think we are Yona sapatmeir bhishamadya adyamanan devarshitriyam vishnitya eva Pitavatara sanubhi swamayaya Vitvatma satapati yuge yuge. So he says that Lord, he has protected us in every yuga from our enemies who have many times defeated us, Vishwamadhyamana, and he comes and he protects us by taking various forms. Sometimes he comes as animals, sometimes as birds, sometimes as human beings, sometimes fish. So he comes to protect the devas. He became Kurma, he became Matsya, he became Vamana. So Nrsimhadev, also human forms. So they worship Priyam Nirishu. Sometimes Deva, sometimes Rishi, sometimes Priya, sometimes Hero. So he is protecting us all the time. Krita Avtara. Tanubhi Swamaya Krita. And he manifests his form by his own power, by his own grace, by his own potency. And Atmasat Pati Ubai. So, considering ourselves as his own people, he protects. And Tameva Devam Vayam Atma Devatam Param Pradhanam Purusham Vishwamanyam Rajam Sarveshanam Saranyam Svanam Sanam Bhashyati Shanmahatma. So he says that he is our worshipable and he is the very self of everyone. He is the cause of Prakriti and the Purusha Paramatma. And yet he is different from us. So it is not that Lord has manifested as this universe and then he doesn't have his own existence anymore. He manifests and he also exists outside the universe, he also exists within the universe. So we are surrendered to him and he is the only person who is worthy of taking shelter. Because you should take shelter of somebody who can protect you. Take shelter of somebody who is going to exploit you. You are in trouble. So he is very generous and therefore he will do good to us. Bhashyati Sham Mahatma. So basically they are saying that they belong to him. And because they belong to him, then Lord will naturally protect them. It's like if something belongs to you, then you take care of that object or that person. So like that they are informing the Lord that he or they are his property or his people. Tanubhi Upendra Parshuram Adi Swarupai. So Tanubhi means with various forms such as Upendra, Vamana, Parshuram, these various forms. Swasya Maya Kripaya. So here it is said that he manifests by his Maya. So this word Maya has many meanings. Usually Maya means illusion, external energy. Maya also means grace. Maya also means hypocrisy. So Maya Kripaya and Dambhecha. So in the dictionary, Maya means Kripa, mercy, and also Dambh, hypocrisy. So he said, when it is said here that he appeared by his Maya means by his grace. Otherwise there is no need for him. He is not gracious, why should he come? So, and what is this Kripa? That is his Chit Shakti, his internal body. So in other words, when Lord comes in this world, he is not coming by law of karma or by the power of external energy. So he comes by his own Swarup Shakti. And Anyam Vishwasmad Bhiva, means other, which means that he is separate from the world. So this is the prayer. Now Sukadeva Goswami continues. Sri Shuka Vacha Iti Tesham Maharaja Suranam Upatishtatam Pratishyam Vishya Abhudavi Shankachakra Gadadhara. So in this way, when they had prayed to the Lord, then Lord he appeared in the western side, or within them they could feel his presence, and he was having 4 hands, Shankha, Chakra, Gada and Padma. So this normal conch, disc, club and lotus in his hand. So he appeared, and how he appeared? Being pleased with their prayers. So Pratichyam Dishi Paschim Samudra Kule Desantarasya Uttamasya Daityakranta. So he appeared on the bank of the western ocean. Lord appeared in the west, not in India. So somewhere Atlantic Ocean. And why is that? He says that all the good places, they are occupied by the Daityas. Daityas have covered everything. Tatra devaihi sthatum ashakyat. So it was not possible for the devatas to remain in those places. So the devatas, they went to the west. And there they prayed. Tatraiva vivikte vishya stutatva. So it says the devatas had actually prayed to the Lord in that solitary place, because there was no disturbance there. They could not remain in the east, because east was occupied by Natya party. So he appeared, and when he appeared, how he looked, that is being described. So Atmatulye Shodashubhir Vinashri Vatsa Kaustubhau Paryupashitam Nidras Sharadam Guru Hikshanam. So Lord, he was surrounded by 16 people. So when big people come, they don't come alone. They're always with some associates, some servants, attendants. So they come with the whole troop. So he came with 16 people around him. They are described in the Quran, etc. And they were all looking like him, exactly like the Lord. They dressed exactly the same, 4 hands, holding the same things in their hands. Except 2 things were missing. There are only 2 things which they don't have. One is Srivatsa mark on the chest on the left hand side, this golden streak, which is a mark of Lakshmi, and the costume money, this gem costume, which contains the Jiva Shakti. So these 2 are only with Lord himself. Otherwise, other people have same appearance. So these 2 cannot be open, because Lakshmi is his internal potency and Jiva Shakti is his own Tatastha Shakti. No one can have it. So that's how he is differentiated. So those people who think that we are also God, and sometimes people think everybody is God, I am also God. So you have to ask them, where is their costume change? You can show me that, and I will bow down to you. Or you have to check the chest. They have the golden streak of hair. So now you know, nobody can fool you. Therefore it is very clearly stated here that Srivatsa Kaustubho Vina. Except for these 2 things, they looked exactly like Mahatma. And Paryupashita Nidra Sharadam Vihakshanam. So he was being worshipped or praised by them, and Lord, he had very beautiful eyes, because the eye is the most important part of the face, right? Yes? So, because without eye, what is there on the face? It is some blind person. And even if blind person is having everything else beautiful, without eyes, there is nothing to do. So real beauty is in the eyes. So therefore, of all the things, the eye is being described. That Sharanam Guru Dakshana. This is the Sharad Ritu now. It is called fall in the west. Here it is called Sharad. This is the time the lotus flowers come. They have this shape. So eyes like that. Big eyes. And beautiful. Nidra means open, wide open, not sleeping. Nidra means sleeping. And Nidra means awake. So he has wide open, beautiful, big eyes. Little reddish. Lotus flower also has reddishness in them. So Lord's eyes are little reddish. They look very nice. So this is how he appeared. Very calm, peaceful. Peaceful lotus also signifies peace. So Srivatsa Kaustubhav Vina Chaturbhujatwadi Swachinhavatwad Atmatunde Sunandadini Parite Pasha. So he is commenting that these other associates of the Lord, Sunanda, Nanda, etc., they look exactly like him because they are his associates. So sometimes people also keep, some politicians at least I hear, they keep the duplicates. Sometimes they go themselves, sometimes they send the duplicate. There is danger, so no one can figure out, right? Who is the real one? So Lord has 16 of them. And I have a hard time figuring out which one is he. So when they saw him, what did they do? He says, Drishtva tamagnav sarvam ikshana alad viklavaha dandavat patita rajan chanairuthaya tushtavu. When they saw him, then they all bowed on the ground. Agnav sarvam dandavat patita. They fell like a stick. O king. And ikshana alad viklava. They were very happy out of seeing the Lord. And Viklava is a type of agitation in the mind. Happiness is also a type of agitation. So they are all very disturbed in a positive way. And they all stood up. They went on the ground and then they stood up and they prayed. So previously they were praying for the Lord in His absence. Now they are actually seeing Him in front of them and then praying. So this long prayer. Because they have to ask for a favor. So when you have to ask for a favor, you don't immediately ask it. Right? When you are intelligent people, they don't immediately go and ask. Because then the person can refuse. So you study the mood, you prepare, you talk, all types of things, then you come to the point. So before that you make your introduction and a little bit of praise. So when the person becomes soft in the heart, then the heart opens, then you enter. So that's how people who are expert, they do that. Right, brother? Otherwise, if the heart is closed and you ask something, the person is going to refuse. So first we have to open the heart, and the best way to open the heart is praise, glorify, speak how nice you are, and you are doing good work, everybody is happy with you, and you're always open to help others. So when you have said all this and you ask now, you cannot refuse. So this is the technique that devas are going to use. Finally they will say, please. We have a problem. So they are not wasting their prayers just like that. They have the purpose. So Namaste Yagya Viryaya Vaishayatute Namaha Namaste Hasta Chakrahi Hasta Chakraya Namaya Supurukhute. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4 times they are saying Nama, Nama, Nama. I bow, we bow down to you, we bow down to you, we bow down to you. So extremely humble. So Namaste Yagya Virya. Obeisances to you who are the power, who give the power to do Yagya. And Vayashe, who is the time personified or the death. And Namaste Yasta Chakraya, we bow down to you who are chakra, the disc, upon its control. And Nama Supur Bhutai, we also bow down to you who has many nice names. So we first pray. Svesham Ishwaram Annita Matram Venjiyanto Yagyair Asmadadi Upashakanam Falprapti Vidhatiyor Bhavanev Hetu Ityah Namai. So they are saying, they are indicating that you are our Lord and it is you who actually give the fruit of yajna. It is by your power that the yajna, the sacrifice, becomes successful or not successful. If it is successful, then we get the result. If it is not successful, we don't get it. You are the cause. So that's why they call you yajna virya. So you are Sarv-Shaktiman. The result of yajna comes from you. Because you can perform the yajna, the result is not in your hand. That is in the outside. And then time. Uta punah vayasya kalaya swargadi phala naskaya. And time is taking in the sense that you give the result of yajna, somebody goes to heaven, but then time destroys that. So Swargadi Pranasana, you are also the destroyer of the heavenly fruit. And he Asta Chakra, Asta means to throw. So you are the one who throw this disc on the demons to kill them. And that's what they have come to pray. And Supurubhutaye. So Chakraya Suresu Chakram Kshiptva Tesham Nigrahakaya Asmakam Palaka. They are indicating how you protect us by using your chakra on the Asura and the Datyas. Evam Swargadi Prapaka iti Swargadi Naskam iti Asura Samharakam iti Deva Palaka ityadi Namdi. So in this way you have various names, one who leads to heaven, one who destroys the result or existence in heaven, one who is the killer of the asuras, one who is the protector of the devas. So therefore you have many names. Yatte gatinam tishinami shutuhu Parmam padam narvachino sarvasya dhatu vedutamurti. So he says that you are the controller of the various destinations, the various gatis. So depending on our action, we have different types of future path. In human form of life, we perform karma, we perform actions, and those actions give us result. So depending on our result, we can be born as a higher being, or we can be born as a human being again, or we can also be born as animals, below human beings. So these are the three gatis, three destinations. So that's what he's saying. Tishrinam Gatinam Ishitu. And Lord is the controller. We perform action, but result is arranged by Him. Says Paramam Padam Narvachino Visargasya Dhatu Veda Dhatar Vedatu. But we cannot understand your supreme position because we are created later on. We are later products. So how can we understand? Nanu naswara tuchya swarga pada prapti arthameva kivadve natu anaswar nitya sukh maya vakunthartham atarko hetu. So Srimad comments, he gives like an introduction to the verse. And if Lord is asking that, oh, so you are only praying to get position in heaven. And heaven is also a temporary place. It is a little nicer place, but it is not a permanent place. And there also you have to come down. Like you go for a picnic or for summer vacation. So you are there for a short period and you have to come back to your own place. So like that you go to heaven, some vacation, and you come back and you have to work again. So Shina Punya Marthalokam, Vishanti, the Punya, the piety, the good piety is over and again born here. So he says, you are only looking for that. Why you don't want to go to Vaikuntha? Vaikuntha is an eternal place and it is ever blissful, Nitya Sukhmaya. There is no suffering there, no death, no disease, no exploitation, no politics. Everybody lives with loving relationship with God. All exchange happen on the basis of love. And no other business exists. So why you are not want to go there? So then they are saying this, that we only know these three things. We only know Ishrinam Deva Manusya Tariya Gatinam Vishutu Prakasyata Param Padam Vakuntha Dhamita Vansarvasya Arvachino Asudam Vedituna. So he says we are born later on and you are the controller of the three destinations, whether somebody becomes a deva or a human being or an animal, and we have no ability to understand your supreme abode which is beyond all this. So if you don't know, then how can we ask for this? Nahi ghas prasadikam vina pasuranyat shiradikam vanchati lavteva kotasya. This is just like animal. What they want, like cow, what he wants is grass. Animal does not think that I should drink milk or I should go and eat rabdi or sweet or chocolate. They have no idea of it. They are happy with their grass and they only desire that. This is just like cows, they desire some green grass. They don't think of some bread or cake. Because they have no idea. So when that we only know this, therefore for us we think that heaven is the highest. Among these three destinations, heaven is supposed to be the highest, so we are only asking for this. So just as the cow does not desire some milk sweets, it never gets it. So we are also. Om. Now after this, suddenly there are prose sections. Usually Bhagavatam about verses. But in the 5th canto and 6th canto, there are 2 parts which are prose. So here suddenly it comes. You know what is the reason for that? Why we ask that suddenly going into the prose mode. So it says Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Narayana Vasudevadi Purusha Mahapurusha Mahanubhava Paramangala Paramakalyan Paramakarunika Kevala Jagadadhara Lokaikanath Sarveshwara Lakshminath Paramahansa Parivrajakaih Paramena Atmayoga Samadhina Paribhavit Parisput Paramhansha Dharmena Udghatit Tamha Kapata Dware Chitte Apagrita Atmaloke Swami Uplabdhani Sukha Bhavan. And of course, when they write prose, they write very long sentences. This is a characteristic of prose writers. There's one book called Kadambari by Bhanu Bhatta. So that is a very famous book of prose, but usually the poets don't write in prose, they write poetry. So if you read that book, then the sentence run into pages. So one sentence, maybe 2 pages. You start reading and then it ends there. You try to figure out the meaning. So here they are saying, listen to the sentence. So first, just calling his name, said, O Lord, O Narayana, O Vasudeva, you are the Adi Purusha, you are the Supreme God of the universe, you are Mahapurusha, Supreme Person. And of course now I am translating and make sentences from one. Your glories are unlimited. You are supremely auspicious and you do supreme welfare to everybody. You are supreme compassionate. You are the shelter of the whole universe and you are unparalleled. No one is like you. And you are the master of the whole universe. You are the supreme controller. And you are the master or husband of Lakshmi, who is the presiding deity of beauty and softness, kindness. O Lord, when highly renounced people, his Parivrajaka's, the great souls, they meditate on you by the process of samadhi or trance, controlling their sense and their mind, then in their heart the real dharma of Paramahamsas, that is devotional, that is love, and it becomes manifest. And by this their ignorance or the doors in the form of ignorance open, all the ignorance goes out. And you manifest inside their self in the form of supreme bliss without any covering. Otherwise, God is present here, but He has covered Himself, so we do not see Him. And then they feel greatly blessed by seeing you. So we are bound down to you again and again. So basically they are describing His characteristics and how He is seen only by the great Paramahamsas or devotees who are full of love for Him. So Purubhutaya iti yuktamato bahubhir nambi sambodhistuvati. In the previous verse they said that you have many names, therefore they are calling Him in various names. Namayati, Hey Bhagavan, O Lord. So Bhagavan means Sadashwarya Purva, who is full of 6 type of majestic characteristics. So Aishwarya, Samandarasya, Virya, Yashasya, Jnana, strength, beauty, mystic powers, knowledge, renunciation, all these are complete in the Lord. Paripurnatvam and how he is complete? Hey Narayana. So Narayana means he is completely full of the manifestation. Tvameva svansadhikya pramene Vashti samasti prakriti antaryamitve Chirori garbhoja karananam shayi bhavasi. So he is manifest in various forms. Shirodakshaya Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Karanodakshaya Vishnu. So all these are manifestations from the Lord. Tatopi Purnatvat He Vasudeva. And then you are even more complete than that. That is the Vasudeva form. Vyuhana Adi Bhuta. You are the original source of the Vyuha. Means Inkarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. So the original form of that is Vasudeva. Tatopi Paripurnatvat He Adi Purusha. Beyond that is the Adi Purusha, Paramjana. He is the master of Vaikuntha. But these other forms are here in the material world. So beyond that is a form which is Adi Purusha. Nanu katham evam avgamyate tatra. So how do you know this? So he says because the Mahapurusha's devotees, Mahapurusheshu, Tadbhakteshu, Mahanto Anubhava, Anurup Mahaprabhava, that you have your supreme potency manifest in these great devotees. Nanu Mahapralaya Mad Bhaktamad Dhamamad Akaranam Kavarta. So he is noticing, but when there is dissolution, and where are my devotees? Where is my abode? Where is my form? So it says Mangalani, Prakritani, Param Mangalani, Aprakrit Mangala Vastuni, Tvam Bhakta Dhamadini, Desham Param Kalyanam, Krishnattam. So you are Param Mangalamaya, all the auspicious things of this world as well as in the Supreme World, they all come from you. Tesam Kal Niyamyatva Bhavat. So Param Supreme auspicious signifies here that they are not under the influence of time. Kincha Parashvarya Madhurya Sindho Stav Karanam Eva Bhair Darshino Vayam Kalagrashmana Ashram. So you have unlimited opulence, sweetness. So we, whose vision is only external, we take shelter only of your compassion, your grace. Therefore they call him Param Karunika. So because they call him Param Karunika, that the graceless, then only they can ask him something. So they are preparing the Lord. Antardarshi Bhistu Bhavan Uplabdha Nishukam Bhave Bhava. But those, so they are saying we are external visioned, but there are other people who look inside, who are meditative. So they experience your pleasure. Atma Yoga Yam Niyamadi Bhirya Samadhi Chitta Ekagrate Parisarapta Bhava. So they perform Atma Yoga, follow the principles of Yama Niyama, Yoga, control the mind, fix in the Lord. So their mind is completely fixed on Him. So Parisputa Paramahansa Dharmi Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga is the real Paramahansa Dharma. And Udghati Katame Kapatam Dvaram Yasya Kathapati. And then it removes all the ignorance, the heart is open, Chitta Mandare Apagata. Apagata Avana Atmanoke Vikunta Dhammi Vatmana. Chitta Se Tadrashakya Satikana Kiyasa Yakuntruvati Bhavan Sukati. So in that state the Lord, He becomes manifest in the heart of the devotee along with His own devotion. So just like now He became manifest. So He manifest actually inside them. Because they are in the state of Samadhi. They are not seeing the Lord outside with the open eye, but they are seeing Him within.